Let's talk about accountability. As a woman, it is your responsibility to meet the needs of your man, and vice versa. You see, the issue that a lot of us are having is women and men just simply are doing a terrible job emotionally validating each other and then showing up for each other's needs. Y'all, we are too busy being stuck in this I come first and you come second, and etc., and all this weird competition. The reason why there's so much competition and between men and women is because we are living in a time where the destruction of the family unit is the number one thing on these people's agenda. So here's something I want you to consider, right? If you're someone who who is currently in a complicated relationship with your partner, if you're a woman, my very first question to you is, what are you doing to meet his masculine divine needs? How are you showing up for him in a unique way so that he isn't so neglected at home that he has to go outside the home to get his needs met? I know there are plenty of women who will talk about how they've been married for 20, 30, 40 years. But in those 40 years, her man has cheated on her. Her man has, had babies on her with multiple women. And you wonder why. And the question isn't just the man. It's that the man has entered a relationship with a woman, and she's not showing up and giving him and meeting his needs consistently, while also expecting to gain the benefits of having a man. That's the problem. And here's the thing, women. Your submission to your man is not dependent upon whether or not anyone is doing anything that pleases you. See, that is the actual narcissistic abuse, emotional abuse that's happening in this world. Expecting your partner to change their behavior and to change things about them in order to make you comfortable is emotional abuse, especially if you're responsible for it. Meaning, as a woman, and when you have a problem with your man and you want him to do something or don't do something, etc., what a lot of us fail to recognize is that we would 9 out of 10 times get what we want if we also first initially acknowledge the needs and the expectations and respect that our partner requires. So asking your man to do something and doing it in a feminine way is the best way to get him to do something. But when you come at him as if you're his boss or his mom or his dad and you are telling him what he needs to do, you're invalidating the fact that that man is an individual man who has the autonomy and capability and the capacity to make good decisions. And in fact, whenever you think you have to tell a man what to do, you are only reaffirming the belief that you do not trust him enough to execute that thing. And the more we put pressure on men to do things that we want without inspiring him to do those things, you're going to have an emasculated, resentful man who will not seek you as a place of safety for him to get his masculine ego needs, drives met. In fact, a lot of the reason why these men are cheating is because they're emotionally neglected. A lot of the reason why these men are addicted to work or they're avoiding you is because the person who's supposed to be their safe space is not their safe space. And they're running away from themselves. They're running away from the pain and the frustration of not having a safe place with the very person they want to feel safe with and recognized by. To the point where these men their number one essential need is respect from the feminine, and the way in which a woman sees a man and understands his needs and appreciates it. through service or through gifts or whatever it may be, is exactly what we need to do. Another thing too, like, I used to feel some type of way about my man looking at women, right? And then I realized that men are physical creatures. It's okay for them to find women schmexually attractive. It's actually very healthy and normal for a man to find you schmexually attractive. My problem is when you guys enter a relationship, you expect to turn that shit off, and that's not right. Your man is still a man, and he's a man first. He's an individual man first. And so one thing I would hope is that just because you're a mother and just because you're a partner and all of these really important roles that you play in his life, the most important thing is you're his woman first. That's the most important thing. And your man wants to know that he wants to know two things. Your dedication and your loyalty and your commitment to being a feminine woman and a woman who is a joy to be around is a reflection of his power and his masculinity and his capacity to make you feel safe. And so through really what really works on men is just validating that. And it's not a bad thing, right? Like, men go out into this world and they have to face a lot. There are threats constantly for a lot of men. And so when he partners with you and he's giving you resources and he's investing in you and he's investing in your children, the simplest recognition of that man's effort towards you is the reward he's looking for through honoring his masculine desires schmexually, consistently making him feel loved, prioritizing him, right? And actually, I think it's very important for us to recognize that, like, a lot of men are struggling because they aren't given the benefits and the recognition of being real men while also expecting to do the work of real men. And we'll get into this a little bit deeper on the next thing, but all I'm saying is and men too, right? Like, a lot of women are feeling exhausted and deprived because you guys hyper fixate on maybe chasing money or providing security, that you forget that your woman wants to feel loved by you. She wants to know that you appreciate her. And however that looks like for her, she wants to know deep down inside, like, above all else, she comes first to you. She's a priority to you. The things that you as a man spend your time and attention on is because, like, you guys value that thing. Y'all don't waste resources, right? And so if you have a woman who is working and supporting you and elevating you, she's dropped her ego and she's used her energy to build your legacy, whether that's by being like your partner in crime or whatever it may be, all she's looking for is some token of appreciation and acknowledgement of her sexiness. That's all. And I think women, we have to be okay with being perceived as schmexual objects. It's okay for men to want you, and it's very okay for your man to desire you. And you actually, part of meeting the needs of your man is submitting to that schmexual desire. Because the thing is, when we fail men in that way, it's like you rob them of the reward of earning you and being called your man. Like, if anyone deserves that attention and that pleasure and that recognition, it's him first. He's the one who shows up for you.